Hello friends, welcome to Bankers Platform. Today we have come again with new set of questions for the bank promotion exam, and today we will be discussing most expected questions for bank promotion exam of Indian Overseas Bank. So friends, please like this video and share this video with your friends who are preparing for bank promotion exam, and subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed. So friends, before starting, please write 1 to 25 counting on your notebook and give the answers of the questions yourself, and check your preparation level and share your score in the comment section. And friends, we are seeing that nobody is sharing the score in the comment section. You should share. Please also make notes of these questions for your future reference, and this is with special reference to IOB promotion exam which will be on 8th May 2021. So let's start with our first question. Our first question is saving bank saving or current account where there has been no operation by the customers for the last dash years other than crediting of periodic interest in SB accounts or debiting service charges will be classified as inoperative accounts. So friends, here you have to tell when we declare the accounts inoperative, after how many years. Our options are 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. So let's see what is the right answer. And the correct answer is D, that is 3 years. If there will be no operation in the account for 3 years, then it will be classified as inoperative account. Let's see our next question, question number 2. After how much time demand promissory note, that is also called DPN, becomes time barred? And our options are 3 years from the date of DPN, 3 years from the date of execution of document, 3 years from the date of disbursement of loan, none of the above. So let's see friends, what is the right answer. And the right answer is A, that is 3 years from the date of DPN. So from the 3 years from the date of the DPN, it will be time barred. Let's see our next question, question number 3. While making the payment towards rent, banks are required to deduct TDS at 10% if rent payment is more than rupees dash during the financial year. So how much rent will be there? How much will be the amount after that we have to deduct the TDS? Our options are 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh 20,000 rupees, 2 lakh 40,000 rupees, none of these. So let's see what is the correct answer, and the right answer is C, that is 2 lakh 40,000 rupees. So friends, if the rent will be more than 2 lakh 40,000, then 10% TDS will be deducted on the payment of the rent. Let's see next question, question number 4. Friends, all these questions which we are discussing are having a lot of possibility to come in the exam, because these questions are repeated in various bank promotion exam which were held in January, February, and March. So there is a possibility that these questions will be repeated in IOB promotion exams also. So you should prepare these questions well, and you should remember this for your exam. So let's see this question, question number 4. In case of a safe custody of customer's article with the bank, relationship between the customer and the bank is off. So what will be the relationship between customer and bank in safe custody of article? Our options are trustee and beneficiary, bailor and bailee, bailee and bailor, lesser and lessee. So let's see what is the right answer. The correct answer is C, that is bailee and bailor. So friends, this customer banker customer relationship, on from this topic also 1 mark question is asked in the exam. So you should prepare all the relationship between banker and the customer. Let's see next question, question number 5. As per RBI guidelines, the banks should impose partial freezing on KYC non-compliant accounts in a phased manner. Partial freezing after the first 6 months period includes closure of account by the bank, only credits to be permitted, only debits to be permitted, no debit and no credit to be permitted. So friends, what is the meaning of partial freezing after the first 6 month period includes? Okay, if for the 6 months you have already partially freeze the account, so after that in the second phase what will happen? Bank will close the account, or only credit to be permitted, debit to be permitted, no debit or credit to be permitted. So let's see what is the right answer. And the correct answer of this question is D, that is no debit and no credit to be permitted. Let's see friends, next question, question number 6. In order to ensure that a colored photocopy or scanned color image of the check is not used, which of the following features is included in the check under CTS 2010 standard? Our options are ultraviolet ink, special type of paper, void pantograph, UV enabled scanning. So let's see what is the correct answer. And the right answer is C, that is void pantograph. So this feature is used and it will help the banks to understand whether it is a scanned color image or it is a real check. Okay, let's see next question. Question number 7. What is the target for regional rural banks under priority sector? And our options are 18%, 40%, 75%, 100%. Let's see what is the right answer. And the right answer is 75%. So priority sector friends, priority sector topic is a very important topic, and from priority sector 4 to 5 questions are every time. We have seen that 4 to 5 questions are asked from this priority sector. So you should prepare this topic, and we have already made video on this, and you can watch this video. Link is provided in the I button. From there you can visit the video, and we have also provided the MCQs and the RBS master circular of priority sector that will help you to get 4 to 5 marks. Let's see next question, question number 8. Banks or financial institutions should submit the list of suit filed accounts and non-suit filed accounts of the willful defaulters of rupees dash lakh and above on a monthly or more frequent basis to all the four credit information companies. So what is that amount? Our options are 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 25 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees. Let's see what is the right answer. And the right answer is third, that is 25 lakh rupees. So above 25 lakh rupees, if amount is there and the person is a willful defaulter, then banks and the financial institution, they have to give the information to the credit information companies. Let's see our next question, question number 9. Under PMAY, PMAY is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Friends, this is also a very important topic, and you should prepare this topic very well, because 1 to 2 marks will be there from this topic. What is the annual household income of LIG, low income group? Okay, and our options are up to 3 lakh, above 3 lakhs and up to 6 lakh, above 6 lakhs and up to 12 lakh, above 12 lakhs and above 12 lakhs to up to rupees 18 lakh. So let's see what is the right answer, and the correct answer is second, that is above rupees 3 lakhs and up to 6 lakh. This is the household income of LIG. Let's see next question, question number 10. How many notes and up to what value of soiled notes can be exchanged over the counter of bank branch? Our options are first 20 notes up to value of 5,000, 10 notes up to value of 5,000, 50 notes up to value of 20,000, 5 notes up to value of 2,000. Let's see what is the correct answer, and the right answer is first, that is 20 notes up to value of 5,000. And friends, this question is also seen in bank promotion exam of Punjab National Bank and in Bank of Baroda. These questions have been previously asked. Let's see next question, question number 11. What is minimum balance requirement in IOB Supreme current account? So friend, this question is IOB specific. And what is the minimum balance requirement for this IOB Supreme current account? Our options are rupees 5,000, rupees 7,500, rupees 1 lakh, rupees 2 lakh. Let's see what is the correct answer, and the right answer is B, that is rupees 7,500. So the minimum balance requirement in IOB Supreme current account is 7,500. Let's see next question, question number 12. What is the maximum amount insured by DICGC per customer per bank? Our options are 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees. And let's see what is the correct answer. And the right answer is C, that is 5 lakh rupees. So earlier it was 1 lakh and now it is enhanced to 5 lakh rupees. So this question is also very important. Let's see next question, question number 13. Banks or financial institutions are required to report information on their non-cooperative borrower to dash on a quarterly basis. So friends, here the relation it is related to non-cooperative borrower, and our options are Finance Ministry, SEBI, Acrylic RBI. Let's see what is the right answer. And the right answer is C, that is acrylic. Let's see our next question, question number 14. For the purpose of change in classification of advances from standard to substandard category due to non-payment of the loan in case of crop-based agriculture advances, which of the following is taken? Our options are A, two harvest seasons for short duration crop and one harvest season for long duration crop. Two harvest season with maximum of 1 year, one crop season with maximum of 1 year, two crop seasons for short duration crop, and one crop season for long duration crop. So let's see what is the right answer. And the right answer is D, that is two crop seasons for short duration crop and one crop season for long duration crop. Let's see next question, question number 15. In a partnership firm, the number of partners cannot go beyond 100 depending upon the nature of business. The provision regarding this maximum number of partners is mentioned in A, Indian Partnership Act 1932, Indian Contract Act 1972, Companies Act 2013, Banking Regulation Act 1949. Let's see what is the right answer, and the correct answer is C, that is Companies Act 2013. And friends, these acts are also very important: Indian Partnership Act, Indian Contract Act, Companies Act, Banking Regulation Act. Questions are framed from these acts also and on its latest developments. Let's see next question, question number 16. A firm has been sanctioned a cash credit limit of 20 lakh. It submits stock statement for stock value of rupees 20 lakh. The margin on security is 25%. Book debts value is rupees 4 lakh and margin on book debts is 50%. What is the amount of drawing power in the account? So here friends, you have to calculate the DP. So friends, pause this video and calculate the DP and come to the right answer. So friends, let's see what are our options. Our options are A, rupees 24 lakh, rupees 20 lakh, rupees 17 lakh, rupees 15 lakh. Let's see what is the correct answer. And the right answer is C, that is rupees 17 lakh. This will be the DP. So let's see what the calculation of this. And here we will see calculation is something like this. So friends, firstly stock. Stock is of 20 lakh and 25% is the margin. So 5%, 25% margin, that means 5 lakh rupees. So here stock value will be considered is rupees 15 lakh. And second part is now book debts. Book debts is of 4 lakh rupees. So here 50% margin, so 2 lakh. That will be 2 lakh, and that how much book debts will we will be considering, that is 2 lakh. Stock value, here it will become friend, book debt value. Okay, this is something wrong is written. Book debts value to be considered is 2 lakh. So after that your DP will be calculated like 15 lakh plus 2 lakh, and hence DP is equal to 17 lakh. So this is the right answer, and in this way we will calculate this. Let's see next question, question number 17. While opening current account in the name of a private limited company, which of the following document is not required? Our options are articles of association, memorandum of association, certificate of incorporation, certificate of commencement of business. Let's see what is the right answer, and the correct answer is D, that is certificate of commencement of business. So this document is not required. Let's see next question, question number 18. Mr. A has gone to USA for employment last year and his saving bank account is with your bank. Now, Mr. A saving account will be converted to which of the following account? So friends, if a person is there, resident individual is there, he is already having a saving account as per this question, that is Mr. A. So now he is not there, now his account will be converted to which account? Our options are NRE account, NRO account, FCNR account, RFC account. Let's see what is the right answer, and the correct answer is B, that is NRO account. So his account will be converted to NRO account, that is non-resident ordinary account. Let's see next question, question number 19. In SB Arogya Mahila quarterly average balance, not less than rupees dash. So what is the quarterly average balance is required in saving account in the scheme Arogya Mahila? So our options are 2000 rupees, 5000 rupees, 25,000 rupees, 35,000 rupees. Let's see what is the correct answer, and the right answer is B, that is 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 rupees is the quarterly average balance in this account. Let's see next question, question number 20. Where a bank should report fraud of above 3 crore to 15 crores where there is no staff involvement. Our options are CBI Economic Offence Wing, CBI Anti-Corruption Branch, CID, RBI. Let's see what is the right answer. And the right answer is A, that is CIB Economic Wing. So it will be reported to CBI Economic Offence Wing. Let's see next question, question number 21. In IOB 80 plus saving account, what is the minimum balance requirement? Our options are 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, 3000 rupees, no minimum balance requirement. So let's see what is the correct answer. And the right answer is D, that is no minimum balance required. So let's see our next question, question number 22. In IOB Sanjeevani scheme, maximum rupees dash lakhs and working capital not more than dash percent of project cost. So friends, here you have to tell what is the maximum amount that we can give in IOB Sanjeevani scheme, and working capital what percentage of project cost. So our options are rupees 50 lakh and 10%, rupees 100 lakh and 20%, rupees 200 lakh and 10%, rupees 500 lakhs and 20%. So let's see what is the correct answer. And the right answer is D, that is rupees 500 lakhs and 20% of the project cost. So in IOB Sanjeevani scheme, 500 lakhs is maximum amount that can be sanctioned, and working capital will not be more than 20% of the project cost. Let's see next question, question number 23. Maximum limit in IOB general credit card. So our options are 50,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees. Let's see what is the correct answer. Right answer is B, that is 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees is the maximum limit in IOB general credit card. Let's see some of the points related to IOB general credit card. So this is given for the agri purpose and objective. What is the objective of this card is to provide liquidity to meet any financial needs relating to agriculture, investment or consumption. And eligibility. Customers in rural and semi-urban areas, members of self-help groups and joint liability groups, they're eligible. And the purpose, for any genuine purpose, and amount, the maximum amount is 1 lakh. And the margin up to 50,000 nil, and above 50,000 margin is 10 to 15%. And security, there is no security required, nil. Okay, repayment, the GCC is valid for 3 years subject to an annual review. So it will be valid for 3 years. Okay, there is no holiday period in this. And rate of interest varies from time to time. Presently 1 year MCLR plus 1.40%, and it is based on assessment of cash flow. It is a cash credit, and no card issued and no checkbook or passbook issued, and withdrawal by loose check, and women given preference. So these are the features of IOB General Credit Card, and this we have taken from the website of Indian Overseas Bank. Let's see next question, question number 24. Minimum and maximum amount in IOB current account scheme. And our options are, sorry, this is minimum and maximum amount in IOB chartered accountant scheme. This is not current account, this is chartered accountant scheme. And our options are rupees 1 lakh and 25 lakh, rupees 1 lakh and 50 lakh, rupees 10 lakh and 100 lakh, rupees 10 lakh and 125 lakh. So how much we can give in this IOB chartered accountant scheme? How much loan we can give, minimum and maximum? Let's see what is the right answer. And the right answer is D, that is 10 lakh. Minimum we can give 10 lakh, and maximum that is 125 lakh rupees. So friends, let's see some of the points of IOB CA for chartered accountants. So the new scheme has the following important features and eligibility. So eligibility is the person should be a chartered accountant, individual or joint. Proprietorship concern, partnership firm, partnership with limited liability. In case of firm, all partners are treated as co-applicant. So this is the eligibility. That person should be a chartered accountant. And condition, Institute of Chartered Accountant registration a must, should not be named in RBI defaulter list. CIBIL reports should be satisfactory, should not have underwent any disciplinary action by the institute. So these are the conditions for this loan. And let's see some more points. Purpose of the loan: to purchase car, to construct office premises, to acquire ready built office premises, partially or fully constructed, to cover cost of land and construction, to purchase furniture and fixture, fittings and office equipments, computers, books and other accessories, etc., towards working capital and financing receivables. And mode of assistance: by way of term loan for fixed asset or car, cash credit for working capital. So in this way we can give the assistance. And quantum of loan, that varies from 10 lakh to 125 lakhs depending on category. Okay. And other is collateral: no collateral security up to 10 lakh, all loans up to 10 lakh to be covered under CGTMSC. Okay. And collateral security may be obtained for loan above 10 lakh if not covered under CGTMSC guarantee scheme. However, in deserving cases, branches may consider the loan up to 100 lakh with CGTMSC cover. And processing charge is 0.2% of loan amount subject to a minimum of 5,000. And repayment: maximum of 10 years by EMI including moratorium period, and repayment to commence from date of commercial operation or after completion of initial payment holiday, whichever is earlier, and interest to be served as and when debited. So these are some of the points related to this scheme, and this we have taken from the website of Indian Overseas Bank. So friends, let's see next question. Question number 25. In PMEGP, the maximum cost of project or unit admissible under manufacturing sector is rupees dash lakhs, and the maximum cost of project or unit admissible under business or service sector is rupees dash lakhs. Project cost include capital expenditure other than land and one cycle of working capital. Project without capital expenditure not eligible. So friends, here we are talking about PMEGP, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. So under this, how much we can give to manufacturing sector and how much we can give to the service sector. Our options are rupees 10 lakhs and rupees 15 lakhs, rupees 10 lakhs and rupees 25 lakh, rupees 25 lakhs and rupees 5 lakh, and rupees 25 lakh and 10 lakh. Let's see what is the correct answer, and the right answer is D, that is rupees 25 lakh and 10 lakh. 25 lakh we can give to the manufacturing sector and 10 lakh to the service sector. So this is the quantum of loan that we can give under PMEGP. And friends, we have already made a separate video for this PMEGP scheme. So we will provide the I button link. You can go to that video and you can watch all the important points, because PMEGP and Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, PM Swanidhi Yojana, uh, these are the scheme of the government, and questions are framed from here, and you can easily get 3 to 4 marks from here. So friends, this is set of 25 questions which we have discussed today, and we will be coming every day with the most expected question for the exam. So thank you friends, thanks for watching. Please like this video if you're benefited from this video, and share this video with your friends so that they can also get the benefit of this video, and subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you friends, have a nice day.